Welcome to River City Plus, the show after the show, and we are still highlighting the creative talent that is exploding out of Jacksonville. So today I have Richard Kodai with us. He's a director. He owns a local production company, Nowhere Society Media, and he just released a trailer that can be seen, or a movie that can be seen on multiple platforms. So here's a look at the trailer. Let's go.
Do you even know what we're stealing?
It doesn't matter, hon. All that matters is that you're getting a nice little paycheck for it.
I think it does matter. Yeah?
My name is Dr. Galvin. Has anything strange been happening to you lately?
God, yes. Everything resets like it's Groundhog Day.
We were afraid something like that could happen.
How do you know all this stuff?
I built a device with another gentleman, and I put a tracker in the box.
I'm so sorry. I'm just a stupid little nobody who thought she could play with the big boys.
Well, in any case, I can only help you in one condition.
Anything.
This may take a while.
It's all good. I have nothing else planned. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lewis?
No, this is Frank. Are you at the motel?
Unfortunately, things have changed.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid I can't let you have the device.
Sooner or later, I will get you. I have an army.
And I have time.
Yeah, that says coming soon. That has already been released. It's on Amazon Prime, Google TV, so many other platforms. Richard, where did you come up for this idea?
All right, so it was a little bit. Okay, so the idea came. Well, we have to go back a little bit. So for years, I was trying to raise money for a feature film, and that didn't happen. So I was then like, well, I'm gonna raise money myself for a different feature film, and I was like, what is the smallest setting I can think of? And that was one room, one motel room, and one actor on the screen. So I'm like, so that was the basic idea, and then like, what can I, bring out of that idea? What can I build on it? And that's how the whole thing started.
So I like where you're coming from because it's like, you know what? I want to go spend big money. I want to make this big, gigantic feature, but you know what? My money's a little short, so I'm still going to create something using my imagination. It's kind of a foundation. So from here, who knows where you're going to go? And I mean, to be able to have this distributed on the many platforms that it has been or that it is, that's pretty major. So having said all of that, Sci-Fi Thriller, I'm intrigued because I'm like, is the box gonna blow up? Do we find out? I mean, this teaser is like we're bringing you in. There's some act. Where did she get all the guns? It was like Harry Potter movie. All of a sudden, she got guns everywhere. So,
Yeah.
all right, I'm jumping around. So you came up with this idea. What is the general idea of the movie?
So the basic premise is that there's this young woman that you saw in the trailer, and she steals a device from the mob. And she then accidentally activates it. She drops it. And then because of that, she gets stuck in a time loop. and she gets trapped in this motel room. So every time she wants to leave the room, she finds herself back in the room
So
again.
that's just a little note to people: be careful what you're trying to steal. You
Yeah.
don't know what could happen. And then the cast and crew mostly is from Jacksonville. How was that for you to be able to bring talent together locally to put a project like this together?
Well, except for the main actress who is from West Virginia, yes, the entire crew was local, and a lot of the voice actors, voice talent, are local as well. Because in the movie, this young lady talks to other people on the phone, and those voice actors are local. So basically, we have a thriving film community here in Jacksonville, and I'm lucky enough to know many of the great people, who are making movies here. There are a lot of, like, we have the Jacksonville Film Bar Mondays, which is a nice little gathering of filmmakers every Monday at different bars. And we also have Adam and Monique's LOL Film Festival, so I'm friends with them. So I know a lot of people, and of course the Jacksonville Film Festival was just this past weekend. So luckily the community is strong here and very supportive. So I just put out the call, and people show up. So
So I have to ask, Nowhere Society Media, where did that name come from?
So it sounds good. So I had a list of names, and I asked people, like, which ones do you like? And most people liked Nowhere Society Media. It just sounds good. But it also means, like, a lot of us artists, they've been trying to make it, and working, hustling for years, sometimes decades. And you don't always see where you're going because it's just not happening. So, but we keep doing it. We just can't stop. So that's the Nowhere Society. We continue to do it because we love doing it, and even if there's no, like, real big success, we're gonna continue doing it.
You get a chance to express your vision and have your voice heard no matter how it comes about. What do you have any tips for budding filmmakers or struggling filmmakers, or even just struggling any kind of talent, like maybe how they can move stuff forward? Like, how did you connect with Amazon and get all of that kind of distribution?
Well, I got a distributor, Gravitas Ventures. I was lucky enough, they picked up the movie, but you gotta just do what you can, keep build connections, and keep networking, and keep talking to people, be friendly, be humble, help out, show up. Before they say, before you ask for help others. Help 3 times before you ask once. There are these kind of little advice, floating out there. But yeah, basically networking is key in this business.
So you've laid the foundation with Room 0. Mm-hmm. Is there a Room 1, or what's next?
That would be funny.
It would.
Yeah. Some people are asking about a sequel. I don't think there's gonna be a sequel. But we are working on a different movie, another movie. And I can tell you a little bit about that.
Sure.
All right. So it's going to be a psychological thriller similar to this, and with horror elements, and it's going to involve human actors and puppets.
You got me with puppets.
And puppets, yeah. It's going to be like a dark Muppet show.
Okay, I like it. So you've got that project in the works, and I know how long it takes to have a film made. So you were saying your original idea was years in the making. How long did it take you to kind of come up with the concept for Room 0? Like, nuts about, all right, this is what I'm going to go with, and then your final, because when we talk about, he mentioned micro budget when we were talking earlier, and people are like, what does that mean? That means we do everything, kind of like how we roll on River City Live. But yeah, so you got to have your hands in a bunch of different pies, yeah, and make it all together. So producer, writer, director, you probably your DP, director.
I didn't DP this one,
Oh,
but
okay.
that's one thing I don't do. I don't know cameras that well.
All right, well, scratch that, but still, that's a lot.
But
of
I did editing,
the
and I
post
did, yeah,
production, and
post-production,
sometimes
yeah.
that's even. I'm not even gonna say sometimes. That's usually the hardest part.
Well, it wasn't easy. It took me like 16 months, all by myself.
So this film, From Nuts to Bolts, how long did it take?
Well, about from pre-production and the shoot to the end of it, about that was like 16, 17 months.
Oh, okay.
But writing it, because I had the idea for like a year and a half, and I was working on it on and off. I was working on some other writing projects too. So if I put all that together, probably about 3 years or so.
So another tip for people that are into creatives, patience, because it's not an overnight thing.
It's not. It's it takes years, usually at least 1 year, usually for a project, but a couple years more so.
So people can see the trailer, like I said, on Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime, iTunes, Apple TV, Google Play. I'm forgetting a couple, but yeah.
But just look up Room Zero. You will be able to find it. Like I say, support your locals, people. If they want to stay plugged in with you, maybe if you've got some other projects, maybe they want to see if they can help or networking. Where would they do that?
Just look up Nowhere Society Media. Follow the social media accounts, and then we're there. Just send a message. I'm always there. I'll answer.
All right. Well, man, congratulations on getting the film made and out there for public consumption. Again, support your locals, people. That's what we do here. So we will have more River City Plus tomorrow, as always. The Morning Show Plus is at 10 a.m. You can find all the headline news there. Then tune in for us. And then, as always, 9:30 for River City Live. We'll see you.